Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We have a remarkable attendance today. My name is Matt Smith, and we truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedules to be here. Over the past 26 years, I've worked with hundreds of mortgage professionals, and I want you to know how thoroughly impressed I've been with the time, care, and due diligence spent by everyone at Marquis Mortgage. They have systematically researched the market for you to be absolutely sure they are recommending the most affordable, comprehensive, and reliable estate planning, identity theft, and fraud prevention services available on the market today. Be sure to thank your friends at Marquis Mortgage for bringing these valuable services to you. Please review the downloadable documents section of this webinar for additional information. Marquis Mortgage Company has been serving Colorado homeowners since 1993 with 6 Denver metro locations for your convenience. Marquis Mortgage professionals know that buying your personal home and investment property is the most important financial investment that most people will ever make in their lifetime. They are committed to your success and focused on providing exceptional service with fast, efficient pre-qualification and pre-approval processing, while helping you choose the best mortgages for your personal needs. Marquis' local, in-house, experienced processing and underwriting professionals will always provide a smooth, enjoyable loan approval and closing experience for you. Marquis has all of your mortgage needs covered with a broad range of programs, from first-time home buyers to fixed and adjustable rate conventional and jumbo loans, and FHA and VA mortgages, as well as commercial lending options. Please let your mortgage professional know how much you appreciate their ongoing commitment to your financial success by sharing your experience with your friends and family. Before we get started, we'll get the disclosures out of the way. This presentation is intended to give a good overview of LegalShield and IDShield memberships. It does not cover every detailed benefit or exclusion. The benefits outlined in this presentation are included with Colorado memberships. However, all benefits are not included in all states and provinces. Please ask an associate for details. If you've looked at LegalShield's identity theft or legal plans prior to April 2015, you'll be very impressed to see that we significantly increased the number of valuable benefits in both memberships, especially in the area of estate planning and IDShield's all-inclusive identity theft and fraud prevention memberships. Please make a note. LegalShield and IDShield memberships can be purchased separately or combined to provide complete estate planning, legal services, identity theft, and fraud prevention for your entire family. Both legal and identity theft memberships are month-to-month memberships with no cancellation fees or hidden costs. Now let's get started. LegalShield is recognized by legal professionals and cybersecurity experts as the leading provider of legal and identity theft plans for families and businesses in North America. LegalShield was established in 1972. We currently serve over 4 million members across the US and Canada. There are over 34,000 companies offering our services for employee benefits. We provide affordable legal service plans for over 47,000 small businesses. LegalShield members work with 6,900 attorneys with over 19 years of experience in our provider law firms covering 49 states and 4 Canadian provinces. Your Colorado attorney is a prominent first-class Cherry Creek law firm, Riggs, Abney, Neal, Turpin, Orbison, and Lewis. Look them up at riggsabney.com. Your LegalShield and IDShield memberships cover the member and member spouse or partner, up to 8 covered dependents, including never married dependent children under age 26 living at home, dependent guardian children under age 18, never married dependent full-time college students under 26 years old, and physically or mentally disabled children living at home. The next 2 segments will explain who LegalShield is and how this one-of-a-kind legal and estate planning membership truly benefits you and your family.
For more than 40 years, LegalShield has been revolutionizing the legal services industry. Revolutionizing the legal services industry? That doesn't quite capture the personal, lasting impact we have made and continue to make on thousands of individuals' lives. Imagine having an everyday concern or question where getting the advice of an attorney would be useful. Imagine the trauma of discovering that you were the victim of identity theft. Imagine encountering a situation where the advice of an attorney is absolutely imperative. Now imagine addressing all that stress with one phone call. That's what we do for you at Legal Shield. You can speak to an attorney without the worry of having to pay an attorney's typical fees. And together with our identity theft services, we provide you with a shield that results in powerful peace of mind. We were founded in 1972 by Harlan Stonecipher. He had just endured his own stressful, costly encounter with the legal system after a car accident that was not his fault. He was determined to make legal protection available to everyone, everywhere. Today, we have evolved into the force for good that Mr. Stonecipher originally envisioned. Based in Ada, Oklahoma, we have approximately 700 employees with a customer service team of more than 300, all focused on calibrating the efforts of our dedicated law firms and approximately 6,900 attorneys in the United States and Canada. Each law firm is there for our members, providing the legal help they need when they need it. So, for one low monthly membership fee, you can pick up the phone to call an attorney and get advice about any issue. We provide these legal services to families all across North America, answering approximately 40,000 calls per week from members. That's right, 40,000 times a week. We help smooth out the knots, kinks, and inconveniences in our members' lives. The attorneys at our law firms average 19 years of experience and have been partnering with us an average of 13 years. They are friendly, warm, and dedicated to helping Legal Shield members. And just as we partner with an expert law firm for every state, we also partner with Kroll Advisory Solutions, the world-renowned leader in identity theft protection. That way, no matter what issue you might face, you're getting the help you need with Legal Shield. What we do is simple. We work hard to make your life less complicated, less stressful, and more fulfilling. That's why with Legal Shield, you can worry less and live more.
Imagine a world where everyone can access an attorney about any legal issue. Now, imagine a world where everyone can afford it. Thanks to Legal Shield, that is the world we live in today. A world where one legal service company is helping millions of families live life on their own terms. So instead of worrying about all the things that can go wrong, for as little as $20 a month, they can get on with their lives, knowing legal advice is a phone call away. The service Legal Shield provides is one of a kind. Our unique network of dedicated law firms is the key to providing a high-quality customer experience. With a law firm in 49 states and 4 Canadian provinces, we have your legal needs covered wherever you may be. And because our law firms are prepaid, their focus is on serving you rather than billing you. From the trivial to the traumatic and everything in between, our attorneys are always there to not only give you legal advice, but also write letters and make phone calls on your behalf, prepare legal documentation such as wills and powers of attorney, and even represent you in court for covered civil cases should you ever need it. Plus, with an extensive library of complimentary forms and information, you can download what you need when you need it. Imagine for one low monthly fee that you and your family can talk to an attorney about any legal issue without worrying about high hourly costs. Join Legal Shield today and you can stop imagining and start living life in a whole new way, empowered, with complete confidence and total peace of mind. Legal Shield. Worry less. Live more.
How often could you use unlimited legal advice to solve family matters, financial issues, contractor disputes, foreclosure, reviewing mortgage terms and closing costs, real estate contracts, leases, and security deposits? Your driver's license is revoked, suspended, being reinstated. As you know, having your personal attorney with you in traffic court can change the entire outcome. Members are also represented when accused of vehicular homicide. And remember, your membership covers you in every state except Alaska. There is a 15-day waiting period for moving violation representation. Members are protected from IRS audits and collection defense. And one very important area of increased benefit is our complete estate planning for the entire family. No matter how small or how large your estate is, not having these documents prepared and updated every year leaves your family in complete turmoil and many times causes negative family issues for generations. With Legal Shield, everyone in your family can complete their very own healthcare medical power of attorney, a living will, not just a fill in the blank, but a true customized medical directive. Experienced attorneys will complete a detailed last will and testament for every member, not just a will in a box advising you to consult with an attorney, but a true customized last will and testament completed by an experienced attorney. And now you can completely protect your dependent children under age 18 with an irrevocable trust. All of these documents can be updated yearly with no additional cost for as long as you have your membership. In Colorado, this legal and estate planning membership saves you an average of $1,500 to $2,000 per person. And a trust for minors can easily run $1,000 to $2,000 all by itself. As you can see, we truly give experienced legal advice on all life events from the trivial to the traumatic, even pre-existing conditions. Take a moment and think about how many times you could have significantly changed the outcome of so many events if you were able to pick up the phone and receive unlimited legal advice from an experienced attorney as often as you needed until the problems were solved without receiving a bill. Most people weigh their checkbook against their rights. The simple fact is, if you don't know your rights, you really don't have any. Legal Shield attorneys are prepaid, so their focus is truly on serving you, not billing you. Members have 24/7, 365 days a year emergency access for covered situations. In short, you're covered if you're involved in an accident, served with a warrant, a child's welfare, or you're about to be detained, restrained, searched, arrested, or deprived of your immediate liberty by any law enforcement. Attorneys also write letters and make calls on your behalf and review any contracts and documents up to 15 pages. You have access to online legal documents and information videos and receive advice on retailer refunds and warranties and service company disputes. You have pre-trial and trial preparation for civil cases. Uncontested family services are covered, including divorce, adoption, separation and annulment, and name changes. Legal Shield's Quality Control Department shows that 90% of all issues are covered within the scope of your membership. For any issue that goes beyond your benefits, members are entitled to a 25% preferred member discount from the law firm's hourly rate, including pre-existing conditions. Try asking your attorney for a 25% discount. Also, try getting health insurance with pre-existing conditions, or trying to get car insurance after a car accident. If you were my attorney and I asked your entire law firm to be on call 24/7 and provide all of these services, how much money would you charge me every month? Most people expect $1,000, even $2,000 a month. Today with Legal Shield, for less than 1 hour of attorney fees, your entire family can complete all their estate planning documents and receive experienced, worry-free, unlimited legal advice and representation for day-to-day and major life events for only $20 a month. Now that's an incredible value and peace of mind. Now let's review ID Shield's new all-inclusive benefits and learn how to get started with both memberships today. Over the past 15 years, Legal Shield and Kroll Advisory Solutions' exclusive partnership has safeguarded over 1 million people with Legal Shield's identity theft services. The new ID Shield membership is recognized by identity security experts as the most effective, leading-edge technology available to the general public today. Most facts and figures you'll see today are quoted from 2014 statistics by James Comey, Director of the FBI, Joseph Damarest of the FBI Cyber Division, and the U.S. Federal Trade Commission. Identity theft has been the #1 consumer complaint in North America for the past 15 years. It can manifest itself in many different ways. Credit fraud is about 21% of all fraud. Social Security fraud creates devastating long-term effects. Criminals use your driver's license to issue new licenses in other states and as a second form of ID for other fraud activity around the world. Medical fraud is the most common, making up 39% of all personal fraud. The average medical fraud costs the victim $13,000 to clean up. Criminals use your passport to create new identities that are sold on the black market, helping other criminals move around the world undetected. Have you heard of synthetic fraud? That's when multiple people's personal information is combined to create multiple new IDs. Synthetic fraud is one of the hardest of all frauds to detect, and children under 16 years old are the most common victims, because criminals can use children's social security numbers for over a decade before anyone ever knows there's an issue, and usually goes undetected until your teenager applies for a driver's license. Tax fraud. This was so big in 2014, the IRS quit disclosing at $2 billion in fraudulent tax return. On October 21, 2014, during a roundtable of Fortune 500 companies, Joseph Damrest of the FBI Cyber Division told business leaders, "You are going to be hacked. Be ready and have a plan." Two very important facts. The Federal Trade Commission stated, 70% of the time when fraud is committed, victims require legal representation to correct the issue and restore their identity. Think about that. You're pulled over for a routine traffic stop, and the next thing you know, you're being cuffed and hauled in for something you didn't even do. Your time is also stolen. The average hours required to correct a single issue is 177 hours. Can you afford to spend 177 hours unraveling complicated legal cases, credit problems, and money issues? FBI experts warn, after your information has been stolen one time, you're 5 times more likely to have ongoing identity and credit issues and expenses to deal with the rest of your life. What happens to your paycheck if you spend hundreds of hours trying to correct multiple issues during your lifetime? This breach level index was compiled from government and corporate resources and provided by Gemalto, a global digital security information provider. In 2014 alone, we had 1 billion private records stolen. Just to put that number 1 billion into perspective, there are 1 million seconds in 12 days. There are 1 billion seconds in 30 years. Here's the problem in a nutshell. During the 6-year period of 2007 to 2013, 1 billion private records were stolen. However, the number of stolen records increased to an alarming 1 billion records in 2014 alone, and 2015 is already setting records. We literally cannot afford to ignore this problem and just hope criminals somehow skip us when they're currently stealing over 3 million private records every day. This epidemic is not prejudiced to age, gender, or income status. Just like the common cold or flu, identity theft and fraud can happen to every one of us at any time and is likely to happen to all of us several times in our lifetime. This chart shows the source of 84% of all identity theft and fraud in North America happens in retail, financial, and technology industries, including all social media sites. The raw severity of this cyber epidemic is truly staggering. Take a moment and review this list. How many of these companies have you shopped at in the past few months, even the past few days? No one is safe. Even the Federal Office of Personnel Management had 21.5 million records stolen, and 1 million of those victims also had their fingerprints stolen. This list includes everyone who ever applied for a federal job, currently works for the federal government, and all of their subcontractors. Hackers even breached the US military, stealing 78 million private records. Not to mention eBay, Target, Chase Bank, Verizon, Home Depot, and the list goes on. Of the 1 billion records stolen in 2014, 76% of the victims were US and Canadian citizens. That means, with approximately 318 million people in the US, every citizen could have already had their private information stolen 3 times in the past 12 months. And with approximately 220 million adults in the US, every adult could have already been victimized 4 times in the past 12 months alone. In April 2015, FBI Director James Comey openly warned US citizens on 60 Minutes, and I quote, "Cybercrimes are the #1 threat to the security of our federal government and US citizens. There are over 4,000 attempts on government systems and more than 10 times as many attempts on private businesses every single day. 71% of all records are stolen from small businesses, and 60% of those companies are out of business within 6 months. 80% of all businesses do not even know they've been hacked until they're informed by investigators. Medical fraud is 39% of all fraud committed, costing over $13,000 and 177 hours of time for the victim to get their life back on track. There were over 1.48 billion private records stolen in the past 12 months. Do not ignore this problem. The director of the FBI has warned US citizens on national TV that identity theft is too big for the government to stop, and we need to take personal responsibility to protect ourselves and our families. As you can see, this cyber epidemic is global and it's not going away. The facts and statistics clearly show it's not a matter of if your private information will be stolen and used to commit fraud. It's just a matter of when, how often, and how much money and time it will cost you to correct the issues and restore your identity. The best way to protect yourself from a global epidemic is to partner with the global leader in private information security. Kroll is a 43-year-old global company and recognized by security experts as the world leader in identity theft protection, investigation, and restoration. Kroll was hired by the US government to unravel Enron and commissioned by the Kuwaiti government to find all of Saddam Hussein's assets and bank accounts. Kroll's in-house licensed investigators will work around the clock to restore your identity, and they back their 43-year reputation with the industry's only $5 million service guarantee. In this side-by-side comparison of LifeLock, you can see ID Shield covers a family of 10 compared to LifeLock's 4 members, and with 300% more coverage is literally half the cost of LifeLock. ID Shield has unlimited in-house live member support and emergency access 24/7, 365 days a year, so you will never have to wonder what to do next. This may be the most important statement I'm going to make today. One exclusive service that sets ID Shield apart from all other companies. ID Shield members have exclusive access to Kroll's in-house licensed investigators. What that means is, if they even detect a threat to your identity, Kroll's investigators ask you to sign a 1-page limited power of attorney, and they do all the work for you to restore your identity to what it was before the breach. Kroll will spend up to $5 million to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to clear your records for life. No other identity theft service even comes close to this level of commitment. ID Shield also provides members with complete medical identity theft restoration, monitors your passport, and continuously searches file-sharing sites for your private information. Please find a copy of this side-by-side comparison in the downloadable documents of this webinar. This last segment will show you how ID Shield will protect your entire family 24/7, 365 days a year.
Hello from ID Shield. You're probably aware that identity theft affects millions of Americans each year. But did you know it's been the #1 consumer complaint filed with the FTC for over 15 years straight? Criminals are getting smarter, and they're not going away. That's why you need ID Shield. We provide the information and expertise to protect your identity and resolve issues related to identity theft. ID Shield offers powerful, proactive monitoring of your credit information, so you can rest assured that your identity is always protected. Stay covered with benefits like quarterly credit score tracker, with monitoring of your TransUnion credit file on a secure website. black market website surveillance, with daily monitoring for unauthorized use of your Social Security number, credit card and bank account numbers, and any other personal information across the internet. In addition, you always have continuous credit monitoring that can be accessed immediately through your member dashboard. You even get minor identity protection, which monitors any fraudulent activity associated with your child's Social Security number. Additional benefits include payday loan monitoring to alert members when their personal information is associated with short-term, payday, or similar cash advance loans. Social Security number fraud detection, a search that detects potential fraud by searching your Social Security number in over 34 billion current public records. And even a sex offender registry report to see if your address has been used by a registered sex offender. In the unfortunate event you do become the victim of identity theft, ID Shield has partnered with Kroll, the worldwide leader in theft investigative services. When we detect a threat to your identity, we get working right away. Unlike other providers in the market, we don't waste time retaining an insurer to restore your identity. Our fully integrated partnership with Kroll allows their licensed investigators to handle your identity restoration. This includes, when applicable, sending fraud alerts to all 3 national credit repositories and correcting identity theft issues with affected banks, credit card companies, law enforcement agencies, and other institutions. Kroll is the best at what they do, and that's why we partner with them. On top of all this, you get ID Shield's $5 million service guarantee, which means if you become the victim of identity theft, we spend up to $5 million to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to restore your identity. No one else gives you that kind of peace of mind. So choose the ID Shield plan that's right for you. ID Shield Individual covers 1 person and is only $9.95 a month. ID Shield Family covers up to 10 people, you, your spouse or partner, and as many as 8 children for just $19.95 a month. With our sex offender monitoring, ID Shield Family is a must for parents. Plus, the savings really add up. Compared to our major competitor, a family of 4 typically saves $400 a year. So arm yourself and your family with ID Shield today. Millions of people lose their identity every year. Don't be one of them.
In summary, Legal Shield's estate planning and legal memberships are only $18 a month for an individual and only $20 a month for the whole family. ID Shield memberships are $10 a month for an individual and only $20 a month to protect your entire family. The Federal Trade Commission stated 70% of all fraud committed requires legal representation to correct the issue and restore the victim's identity. For complete peace of mind and long-term security, combine the 2 plans for only $28 a month per individual and only $39 a month to protect your entire family. In addition to the personal services we just reviewed, for only $10 a month, home business entrepreneurs with no employees can improve their business with unlimited legal advice, letters and calls on their behalf, collection letters, tax and business planning consultations, and many, many more services specifically designed to meet your business needs. And for $39 to $149 a month, depending on the number of employees, companies with 1 to 100 employees can literally add an entire legal and collection department, providing unlimited legal advice, letters and calls on their behalf, collection letters, employee and tax planning consultations, and many, many more legal services specifically designed to meet the challenges of today's business owners. Also, ask about offering Legal Shield and ID Shield plans for your employees as a value-added pass-through or employer-paid benefits plan. To go ahead and get started today online only takes 15 minutes. Please get back with the person who invited you to answer any questions, or contact myself, Matt Smith, for any reason at 303-518-8851 or email msmith10@legalshieldassociate.com. To get started online today, you'll need the first name, last name, and the associate ID number of the person who invited you. The associate ID number can be found in the emails you received inviting you to this webinar. You'll need the primary member's name and last 4 digits of their Social Security number. You can enter all members at sign-up or add additional members at no additional cost at any time. And you'll need your monthly payment method. For Legal Shield estate planning and legal services, go to www.legalshield.com Select Get Started in the upper right-hand corner and select the individual or family plans that fit your needs and follow the instructions. For ID Shield, go to www.idshield.com. Select Choose a Plan in the upper right-hand corner, select individual or family plans and follow the instructions. This Getting Started page and many more supporting documents are available in the downloadable documents section of this webinar. Thank you very much for attending, and be sure to thank your mortgage professional for making this information available to you today.